Hello everyone. So in today's lecture we will be learning about indexing and slicing in string. So now let's start the lecture. So what do you understand by indexing? Indexing basically means accessing the values of the string at a given index. So let's consider an example here. I have taken the string Python which I have stored in variable x. Now before working on this string, let's calculate the length of the string. And in the previous lecture we have understood that if we want to find out the length of a string, we will be using this function len, and I will be passing the string, or I pass the variable in which the string has been stored. So here the string I can directly pass Python here in single quotes or double quotes, or if I have stored the string in some variable, then I will pass the variable here. And as we can see, the length of the string is 6, right? Now if I talk about the indices of this particular string when it is stored in an array, 1D array, then it is from 0 to size minus 1, right? So so it will be from, if the length is 6, so it will be from 0 to 5. In total the length will be 6. So it is very much clear from this particular diagram that these are the indices starting from 0 and then reaching till 5. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, total 6 indices are there, and the string Python is stored in a continuous fashion. And if I say what is the particular letter stored or character stored at location 0, it can be accessed by writing it like this. First you have to write the name of the string, that is, we have to write the name of the variable, that is x. Then in square brackets we have to write the index that we want to access. So if you want to access the value at index 0, so you will be writing like this. Similarly, you can access the values of different indices values, right? So x of 0 is going to give us p, x of 1 will give us y, and similarly x of 5 will give us n. So in this way we can access the value of any index by writing it this way. Now coming to the next part, if I talk about this particular example here, let's explore it in detail. So if I say x of 0 is p, right? X of 1 is y. Now what about x of 5? It is clearly visible that it is n. But the last index can also be written as minus 1. It is also will give us the same value as if by we write the last index, right? Now what if we try to access a value or index which is not available in this array? So the indices are from 0 to 5 because the length is 6, and we are trying to access an index which is not available, so which we cannot fetch. So it will give us an error. Similarly, if we try to access any index which is greater than 5, in all those cases there will be an error, because there will be error, the type of the error will be string index out of range. Now coming to this, now let's understand it in a deeper way. So if I talk about index here, index is, we will be given some starting index and the ending index with this colon in between, which says that I have to access some substring of this particular string. So this is a complete string, but I want to access a substring of this, a part of this particular string. For that I have to give the range, and the range will start from somewhere and it will end somewhere. So if I say this is the range, then start will be included, then start plus 1 will be included, and in this way it will reach till end minus 1, because we know that when there is a limit, end limit given in the square brackets, it is not exist, it is exist till n minus 1. So if I want to access the values, I will write the name of the variable in which the string is stored, and in the square brackets I'm going to write the uh, start and end. So I'm going to give the range of the particular location that I have to fetch. So it again, it will be going to give me the value of the variable at particular index x of start, and then x of start plus 1, and in this way till x of n minus 1. So in this way we can fetch the values. Now coming to a special case here, if I say, if I write it like this, if I am not given the starting index and I have only provided the end, so it is also equivalent to 0 colon end, that means it is starting from 0 index. So if there is no starting location given, it means that it is from 0 itself and till end. So the last location is not included, so it will be from 0, 1, 2 and till n minus 1. So if I say I have to access the element from 0 to 4, or if I have not provided 0 and I have simply written like this, it means the same, that we have to start from 0. But here this 4 will not be included, right? So the sequence will be from 0, 1, 2 and 3, but not 4. 4 will be excluded. So if I say 0 to 4, 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 is excluded. So the output will be PYTH, that we can see here, right? Now coming to the other part. If I have written like this, that there is a starting location given, starting index is given, but the end is not given. It is similar as if the starting is given and it will reach till the end. So if your end limit is not given, it means that it will reach till the end. And what will be your end? End is location 5. And location 5 has come from the total size of the string. Total size is 6. The length of the string is 6. So 6 minus 1, that is size minus 1, which is 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. Similarly here also, if I have written if I have to find out the last location will be always the total length of the string, or you can say size minus 1. So the indices that will be provided here will be start plus 1 till size minus 1, right? So for this, the example is this one. So if I have written 2 colon 6, what does it mean? It means the same, because 6 is basically not excluded. So it will range from 2 to 5, that is 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I write it like this, it also means the same, that it will start from location 2 and it will reach till the end, and the end is 5. So what will be included? 2, 3, 4, 5. So the output will be THON. So this was all about accessing some subsection of the string. Also one more thing is, let's say if I have to, this was from starting to some particular range or from middle to end, but if I want to fetch from a substring from in between the string, then it will be, let's say if I say 1 to 4, if I have written here 1 to 4, then it means 1, 2, 3. So this will be fetched and the output will be YTH. So in this way, these are the three ways of accessing a subsection or substring of a given string. Now coming to the next part. In this, what I'm trying to explain you is, as we have understood here that there will be a start and end, and here by default the strings are fetched in a continuous manner with a margin of 1. So if I'm writing it 0 to 4, it means 0, 1, 2, 3. It means every time it is increasing by 1. So there is a margin of 1. In all these cases, the margin by default is 1. And we have also not specified the margin, because it is by default 1 only. So if I take this example and if I write start to end, and if I have not provided the margin, so this is the basic syntax. But in the previous slide, we have taken the margin as 1, and if we don't write the margin, it is by default taken as 1. And it means that it will start from here, and it will start basically means in this particular case, if you are starting it from 0, then it will be 0 to n minus 1, or it can be start plus 1 till n minus 1, right? Now coming to this part, if I talk about this case, now we are not taking the margin of 1, but we want to have a margin of 2 or 3 or whatever position we want. In that case, we will be given this starting index from where we have to start accessing the string, and then we will be also provided the end, and we will be given a margin, so that we can, from the start to margin, we will be adding some part of the margin in the start, and we will be reaching to the next part. So like here I am given, so what is the meaning of this? So we are given the start index, and then in start I am adding that margin, and whatever location is coming, in that location again I am adding the margin, and I am reaching So end is end minus 1. So this will not be included all the time. Why? Because it depends on the margin. According to the margin, if it is included, then only it will be there, otherwise it will not be there. And this thing will be more clear to you when we will be doing the implementation part. And to access the value, the same thing, we have to just write the name of the variable, and inside that we have to provide the location with the start, end and margin in the square brackets. So this is a small exercise for all of you to do. So if I have written this, what does it mean? So the starting is 0, end is 11. So by default the margin will be 1. So it will be 0 colon 11 colon 1. And what is the meaning of this? 0, 1, 2 up to 10, because 11 will be excluded here. Similarly, here the margin is 2. So first location will be 0, and then 0 plus 2 will be 2. So the next location will be 2, and then 2 plus 2 is 4. Then the fourth location, then sixth location, then eighth location, then 10th location. So in this way we can see that it has started from 0 until 10 we have access of 6 values, right? So now coming to the implementation part, to understand whatever we have learned in a better way. So before starting this concept, I would like to explain you a function that is very important to understand. I've taken a string, Python programming and machine learning, right? And if I try to access the value of a, it is the same string that we have stored here. Now we have a function a dot split. Now what it will do is, this is a complete sentence, or you can say collection of words. And how many words are there? We can clearly see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. There are 5 words in this string. So, and how they are identified? Because of the given space. So here there is a space which is separating the words. So this split function on the basis of this space will identify the total number of words separately. Now let's see the output. So we can see that the 5 words in this particular string has been splitted. So we have 5 words here, and this is basically used as an application of compiler design, in wherein the first phase we have to break the particular sentence or paragraphs into tokens. So whatever is given to the machine, that is all broken into tokens, or you can say lexemes. Now coming to the main subsection of indexing and slicing, let's now understand it. I will first take the example that I have taken in the slides. So I'll start with Python itself. So this is the string. Let's see. Yeah, it is the same. Now find out the length of this string, which is 6. Now let's access the first index, that is the 0th index, and let's see what value is stored here. So we will be writing the name of the variable. So name of the variable is x. So we will write x here, and in square brackets we are going to write the index. So I'm going to see the index 0. So index 0 is p. Now let's see. So p is being fetched here. Now let's copy this and try to find out the values on other indices. So now let's try to find out the index at index 1. What is the value there? That is y. We can clearly see that y has been displayed. Now what about the last index? So if I write 5, so we can see the last value is n, which is stored at index 5. And I also told you in the theoretical part that the last index is also accessed by writing -1 here. And let's see whether it is giving us the same result or not. So yeah, here also we are getting the same result that we got here. So writing the size -1 or -1 will give us the same result. Now what if I write -2 here? So it is going to give me 0. Now let's once again display the string. So we -1 is giving us n, right? What about -2? -2 is giving us this O. And if I write -3, then it is giving us H. Now what if I write -6? Let's see. It is giving us P. So if we are writing here the minus, let's say if what is 6? 6 is the length of the string Python. So if you write the length and with the minus symbol, minus length, if you are writing inside the square brackets, you will get the first value of the string, right? Now coming to slicing now. Now let's say if I want to access some subsection of the string. It can be from the starting, or it can be from in between to end, or it can be from a given range in between to some range in between, not reaching till end. So there will be three ways. Strings starting from, there will be three type of substrings that are starting from 0th index till some index in between. Then there will be the substrings which will be starting from in between and reaching till end, and then there will be a range which will be in between the starting and end, right? So now let's say if I want to access 0 to 4, or I say 4. So as I've discussed earlier, it will not include 4. So what will be the values that we will be getting here? It will be 0, it will be 1, it will be 2 and 3. These indices will be there. So 0, 1, 2 and 3. So the answer will be P by TH. Now let's see. Yeah, so this is the answer. And I also told you that if this is not given, if the starting index is not given, this again, if the starting index is not given, that also means the same. So there are both, these are the both ways of writing the same thing. So we can see we are getting the same result. Now if I write from, let's say in between I have taken some index and I want to reach till the end. And what is the end? The total length is 6, so end will be length size minus 1, or you can say length minus 1, that is 5. Or let's say started from 2. So what will be the output here? It will start from 2. This is 0, this is 1. So 2, 3 and 4, right? Because why this last index will never be included when we are trying to have the subsection, right? THO is being there. Now there is one more way of writing this, as I have discussed earlier also. What if I write 2 colon, and I am not mentioning the end limit, so it is also going to give me the same result. And see why we have a difference here, because 5 is excluded, so we have to write 6 here. So now both are getting the same result. So we will not write size minus 1, but instead we will write size here. Fine. So there, correct this thing that it will not be size minus 1, but it will be size, total size. Now I will be accessing one more string. Let's say I want to access from 1 to 5. So 1 to 5 will be, this is 1, 2, 3 and 4. Fifth location will not be included. So this will be your outer. Now let's see. So we can clearly see that this is your answer for the particular slicing part. Now what if I write simply colon? It is going to give me the complete string. Or what if I write colon and colon? Again it is going to give me the same result, because we have not provided the starting index and not the end. In that case we are going to get the complete string. Now coming to let's take another example here. Now let's store one more string here, programming. display while. Yeah. So now we want to add the margin here. So I have taken a bigger string. Now let's access y first of all. 0. So first of all, let's find out the length of y. Length of y is 11. So the indices will be from 0 to 10. So first of all, I'll write 0 to 11. This is going to give me the complete string. Or what if I write this with a margin 1? Both the ways are same only, because this gives by default a margin of 1 only. So now let's see, again both are getting the same output. Now I want to increase the margin, and let's say if I increase the margin to 2, what will be the output here? The locations will be it will be 0, then 0 plus 2 it will be 2, then we will be having 2 plus 2 4, then 4 plus 2 6, then 6 plus 2 8, 8 plus 2 10. So we will be getting these 6 indices, and on these 6 indices whatever will be the values that will be fetched. Now let's see, P 0, O 2, then we have R, that is the 4th location, then we have M, that is the 6th location, then we have I, so we have this I which is the 8th location, and then we have G which is the 10th location, right? Now again copy the same thing. Let's increase the margin now. So here it will be now 0, 3, 6 and 9, right? Now let's see what will be the output here. 0, then we will be having G, then we will be having M, and then we will be having this, right? So let's see the output, this will be your output. And similarly, if we further increase the margin, we are going to get the different results according to the margin. So if I provide a margin of 10, then let's see what will be the output. This is 0. P is 0th location and G is your 10th location. So what will be the output? Let's see. P and G, right? Because 0, after adding 10 into 0, see the what will be the different indices. First will be 0, and then 0 plus 10 is 10. So only two values will be accessed. So first is P, that is 0, and then we have 10, that is G. And what if I increase the margin to 11? If I increase the margin to 11, what will happen? 0 to 11 will give us 11, but we cannot access 11 because that is not there in the range. So we will simply have P. So this lecture was all about understanding the different concepts of indexing and slicing, wherein what we have done is first we have used the split function to split the sentence into different words, and then I have taken the same example that I have taken in the slide, and first of all I have taken this string and stored that string in a variable x. Then I have found out the length, and then I am trying to access the different locations 0, 1, and then the last location can also be written as size minus 1, or you can also write it as minus 1. Similarly, if I want to access the second last location, then I will write minus 2, and similarly I can write minus 3. And if I write minus 6, or you can say minus length of the string, that will give us the first index, right? Now there are different ways of accessing the string. For that, if you want to have subsection of the string, or you can say substring of the given string, then either we start from 0 and reach to some in between range. So we have taken 0 to 4. The same way we can write colon 4. So if we don't give the starting limit, this is same. Both are the same way of writing it. Then we can give this range. This will be giving me some string which will be not contain the starting index and the last index, but in between any index that we want to access. And then Here in this case, these two cases are also similar, where we are trying to access from a given range to the last index. And then here also I'm trying to access a string in between, and these are the two ways of accessing the whole string, because we are not given any range, so it takes the whole string. And here I have taken another example, and I have explained you the concept of slicing with margin. So I have given some margin here. By default the margin is 1, then we have taken 2 and 3, and in this way I have explained you the concept in detail. So please practice everything that I have taught to have better understanding, and please go through the previous tutorials to better understand that we have learnt in strings. So thank you so much. This was all about today. So see you in the next lecture. Thank you so much.